spotted. Enemy boat spotted. All clear. Area secure. Area secure and under control. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. This firefight. We'll start fighting or you'll be replaced. We need support. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy chopper identified. Command. Enemy chopper identified. To TAC. Thanks, boss. Enemy chopper identified. Inbound. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy on the ground. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Outpost is being overrun. Enemy sorry, boss. Acknowledge. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Thanks, boss. Enemy chopper identified. Be replaced. Call for command of an outpost. Enemy activity. Incoming sniper fire. Over. Enemy sniper. Incoming sniper inbound. Over. Incoming sniper fire. Incoming sniper fire! Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Incoming sniper fire! On the ground! Incoming sniper fire! Enemy chopper inbound! Over! Thanks, I owe you one. Enemy chopper inbound! Over! Enemy chopper! Enemy chopper identified. Thanks, boss. Enemy chopper identified. Enemy chopper identified. Chopper identified. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy anti-aircraft. Enemy tank in our area. Command of an outpost. Enemy APC. Enemy tank in our area. Over. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Enemy activities confirmed. Over. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy activity. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Enemy on the ground. Enemy ground forces on the move. Enemy boat spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy activity confirmed on base boss. Enemy chopper identified. Enemy arms spotted. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Enemy chopper identified. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy chopper inbound. Enemy chopper inbound. Over. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Okay. Enemy on the ground. Enemy on the ground. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy chopper inbound. Enemy chopper. Over. Enemy chopper identified. Enemy chopper identified. Acknowledge. Enemy anti-aircraft. Enemy anti-aircraft. Enemy APC. Acknowledge.
Area secure and
Enemy
under
ground
control.
forces. Okay. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy forces confirmed. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Okay. Enemy on the ground. Activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Enemy activity. Enemy acknowledge. Sorry, boss. Enemy APC. Okay. Enemy ground forces. Sorry, boss. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy activity. Enemy ground forces. Over. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy armor. Sorry, I messed up. Enemy activity. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Enemy ground forces. Over. We have enemy armor. Sorry, I messed up. We have enemy armor. Attack this location. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy forces confirmed. Enemy activity. Enemy armor.
Command and control restored to TAC.
Enemy boat spot. Enemy forces confirmed on the move.
Area secure and under control.
Enemy chopper identified.
You're losing this firefight. Start fighting or you'll be replaced.
Enemy tank in our area. Over. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy APC.
Move out to this location.
Chopper identified. Enemy chopper inbound. Over.
Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces spotted.
Enemy chopper inbound. Enemy activity. Acknowledge.
Enemy chopper. Over.
Enemy chopper identified. Enemy chopper identified. Attack this
Area
location.
secure and under control. Enemy armor sighted. Over.
Incoming sniper fire. Okay.
Enemy chopper. Over.
Incoming enemy sniper.
Ground forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over. Enemy forces
Enemy
spotted.
on the road. Enemy boat spotted.
Enemy forces spotted.
aircraft over our attack area.
Attack this location. Enemy helicopter spotted.
Enemy chopper inbound. Over.
Give me a lift.
Enemy forces observed. Over. Enemy forces
Enemy
observed.
chopper inbound. Over. Chopper inbound.
Forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over. Enemy helicopter spotted. Enemy forces observed. Enemy forces observed. Enemy chopper observed.
Enemy armor. Enemy chopper identified. Enemy sniper.
Enemy forces observed.
Enemy forces confirmed on the move. On the move. Enemy ground forces. Enemy ground forces. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
Area secure and under control. Enemy forces observed. Over.
Enemy on the ground.
Enemy ground forces spotted. Over. Enemy ground forces spotted.
Enemy
over.
ground forces.
Enemy ground forces spotted. Over.
Enemy activity. Acknowledge.
Enemy forces spotted. Area secure and enemy forces spotted.
Enemy ground
Enemy
forces.
forces spotted. Area secure and under control.
Enemy activity. Enemy ground forces.
Enemy forces
Area
observed.
secure. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
We've lost command of an outpost.
Thanks. Enemy on the ground. Sorry, I messed up. Thanks, I owe you one. Enemy ground forces.
Wilco! We've lost command of an outpost.
Enemy
All
on the
clear.
ground.
Area secure. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over.
Enemy activity. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
Enemy forces observed. Over.
Enemy chopper inbound. Over.
Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces observed. Over.
Wilco. Enemy chopper identified.
We need support. Acknowledge. Over. Wilco.
Not able to comply.
Sorry, I
Enemy
messed up.
forces spotted. Enemy forces observed. Over. All clear. Area secure.
Thanks, boss.
Enemy forces observed. Over. We've lost command of an outpost.
Wilco. Enemy
forces spotted. Enemy forces observed. Over. Enemy armor spotted. Enemy armor sighted. Over. Outpost is being overrun. Enemy forces observed. Over.
Enemy activity. Mobile AA. Over.
Secure.
Enemy chopper inbound. Over.
Enemy forces observed. Over.
Sorry, boss. Thanks, boss. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over. Enemy forces confirmed on the move.
We've lost command of an outpost.
Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
The enemy is overrunning us. You must fight harder. Command and control restored to TAC. Enemy
tank in our area. Over. Jump up. Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy ground forces.
Outpost is being overrun. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over. We're taking casualties. Over.
Enemy boat spotted.
Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over. This firefight. Start fighting or you'll be replaced. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces observed. Over.
Wilco. We have enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
Outpost is being overrun.
Sorry, boss. Okay. Enemy chopper identified. Okay.
Enemy chopper. Over. Enemy forces observed. Over.
Enemy boat spotted.
More foxhounds needed here now. Over.
Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy activity. Acknowledge. Over.
Foxhounds needed here now. Over. Enemy forces confirmed. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Enemy ground forces. Enemy helicopter spotted.
Enemy forces confirmed on the move.
Area secure and under control. Running low on reserves. We need reinforcement. Acknowledged. We need enemy forces observed. Enemy forces returning ammunition. Over. Enemy helicopter spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces confirmed. Acknowledged. Over. Enemy forces observed. Over. Enemy helicopter spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces
Enemy
observed.
forces
Enemy
spotted.
forces being overrun. Enemy forces observed. Enemy forces observed. Enemy vehicles spotted. Enemy car spotted.
Enemy forces confirmed on the move. Enemy activity. Acknowledged. Over.
Enemy vehicles spotted. Over.